had worked for a while, but ultimately left me feeling lost. So I decided to go to the source. I prayed. Wearing jeans and a hoodie, I approached the throne of a God I wasn't even sure existed, and I asked, "Who are you?" And he answered. Today, my Friday afternoons are filled with rushing to prepare for Shabbat, my 3 children giggling and playing as they anticipate their favorite day of the week, the one with no chores. My mind swirls with all the things I need to do. Sweep the floors, make sure the cholent, stew, is going in the slow cooker so we have a warm meal on the one day I don't cook, and have the kids learn the Parsha, weekly Bible portion. My mind is at peace, not because I feel enveloped in the safety of a community or religion, but because I know Him. In my house, we call Him Yeshua. You may know Him as Jesus. To me, He's not a historical or political figure. He's my brother, friend, and literal savior. I'm aware that to many, my life may seem anything from strange to blasphemous. It's only when I leave our cozy home that I sometimes feel as if I walk between two worlds, a mainstream Christian one with whom I share a Messiah, and a mainstream Jewish one with whom I share a painful history, daily life traditions, and a relentless faith. It's not always easy, but I count myself blessed to finally know the peace that covers all circumstances. If you'd have told me 10 or 20 years ago that I'd say all this, I would have called you a liar. But all it takes is one encounter with the carpenter from a tiny, unimportant fishing village, a Messiah who loves like no one else, to be forever changed. It was through him that I finally and truly began to know God. And the journey began. Come along if you'd like. Love, Bunmi. A few words before you begin. If you're reading this, it's because you're a parent, a grandparent, an uncle, an aunt, a caregiver in these wild and crazy times, and you need a little, or maybe a lot of, extra help. Raising and pouring love into a child is an amazing calling, but let's be honest, it's also incredibly difficult. Caring for children stretches our patience, fries our brains, and zaps us of our energy, but we wake up and do it over and over again because, well, they're ours, and we love them. Before I became a believer in Jesus, I dealt with the stress in every possible way except prayer. I binge-watched TV series looking for ways to escape, indulge in glass after glass of wine, trying to numb my brain, climb to the pinnacle of my career, thinking money and the approval, envy, of others would give me fulfillment. But I found none of what I sought. Who would have thought that a relationship with God would be the key? And there is no relationship without communication. Prayer became my lifeline. I thought prayer was no different from positive affirmations, thoughts we throw in the air and hope stick somewhere. Now I know different. And behold, I am with you always, to the end of the age. Matthew 28:20. When I pray, I know God is by my side. He is there, not passively listening, but hearing me, responding and sending comfort, help, peace, solutions, and love. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Philippians 4:6. As a child to a parent, I pray to a loving, protective, attentive God who is always near. Sometimes I'm asking for help. Other times I'm marveling at the hilarity and beauty of parenting. And other times I'm just thanking him for the many ways he's shown me signs of his provision and love. Pray without ceasing. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. I have a new habit. When I wake up, before the chaos begins, I resist grabbing my phone and instead close my eyes and pray. I thank God for waking us up and keeping us safe in the night and ask for help, protection, and direction for this day. Before bed, we pray as a